Hey everybody, Morgan here. This is officially my first, I guess, kind of real video. Today I just wanted to talk about something that, as my preacher dad would say, I titled this Giving It All. I grew up in a home with fabulous parents, in my opinion, I guess. My dad was and still is a preacher, and my mom always stayed home. And I have really strong memories of my mom just creating what I would call, like, I guess, feel-good, homey memories for me. So things like coming home from school and candles going, or she would have brownies freshly made, which now I figured out the secret is do that when the kids aren't home, so you get to lick the bowl all by yourself and you don't have to share. So, but anyway, she would do things like that, and I just have really specific memories of my mom just creating this peaceful atmosphere in our home, and I just always loved being home as a child. And the more, I guess, the memories that stick out to me better as I'm an adult, I realized that it's not what my mom was doing that created the peaceful atmosphere. It was God's presence that she was cultivating in our home. And I remember specific days coming home from school, and I could hear her upstairs praying. And gosh, as a kid, that just like, and even as a mom, you know, I don't want to cry on this silly YouTube channel, but I remember like peeking into her room and cut. I always have tissues available. Yeah, I remember peeking in her room and just like seeing her feet poking out on the other side of the bed, knowing like, yeah, my mom rocks. Like, she is laid out before God right now. And if you know my mom, she never wants her hair messed up, so it's like incredible to even think about her laying on the floor. But anyway, so I just, now that I'm a mom, I really strive to be like her as far as creating this place at home and really cultivating the Lord's presence. And I love to get my June Cleaver on. If you know who she is, I love having freshly made pastries on the counter. I love having dinner ready when Steven walks in the door, and I love the candles going, the diffusers going, and but I came to this place where I realized like I was doing all of this stuff and I wasn't leaving enough time for the Lord. And so I just felt him checking me like, are you giving it all? Are you giving me your all? And so he brought me to this story in Mark 12, verse 41. It's about the widow's offering. And if you have it, you can say amen. Okay. So I'm not even there myself. Let me find it. One sec. Here we go. So it says, Jesus sat down opposite the place where the offerings were put and watched the crowd putting their money into the temple treasury. Many rich people threw in large amounts, but a poor widow came and put in 2 very small copper coins worth only a fraction of a penny. Calling his disciples to him, Jesus said, I tell you the truth, this poor widow has put more into the treasury than all the others. They all gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in everything, all she had to live on. that is just so powerful. Like, I think about myself, you know, and as much as I like to have things put together, I very often have days that I would love to call 2-penny days or 2-cent days, where I feel like this widow woman. You know, I don't wake up every morning looking like this. I don't wake up having every day totally set and planned. I don't get always 2 hours before the Lord, or coffee and the Word with the sun hitting my face. And it's just, it is not like that in this house. I wish it could be, but it's not. And so, you know, I think of people that get that time, and I've just learned how to treasure the time that I do get. And, you know, there are lots of days where it's like, you know, I'm changing blowouts all day, and I'm dealing with a toddler who experiences every emotion in the world, and it is incredibly difficult trying to cultivate and like maneuver through her emotions and teach her and just steer her in life. And, you know, there are days where I'm like, what day is it? When was the last time I washed my hair? Like, did I put deodorant on today? And so sometimes it's just like takes everything that I have inside of me to make it until 5:15 when Steven walks in that door, and I'm like, oh, thank God Steven's home. I can breathe now. I can go to the bathroom now. Like, there's another adult here. And, you know, if it's even just the 5 minutes at nighttime when my kids go to bed that I get with God, like, I just want to give it all I have. I want to give him all I have. If it's 5 minutes, if it's 10, if it's praying while I'm folding clothes, if it's worshiping while Peppa Pig is on in the background, like, it's just whatever it looks like, it is totally okay to the Father, because he cherishes us. He cherishes the time that we give him, no matter what it looks like, y'all. And so I just really challenge you today to give him all that you have, whether if it's 2 pennies like this widow lady, whether it's an hour in the morning. God bless you. I wish I could be you. Whatever you have to give, just give it all. And so I leave you with that challenge, and I just really encourage you that if it's not what you have, it is okay. There is grace. There is mercy for you. There is grace for you. Don't beat yourself up about it. I understand. God understands. And so I just leave you with that today, to give God everything you have, whatever it looks like. If this has at all helped you, I have no clue. Just be sure to like, comment, subscribe. It's the small button at the bottom of the screen. Subscribe and join me in this process, y'all. If you have prayer requests, leave them. And I'm going to say one more time, because I know my husband's going to tell me to redo this. Like, subscribe, and follow. And I look forward to having devotion with you next week. Bye, guys.